Hello, welcome back to another episode on Moments with Lady R. Today we'll be talking about something that many young people face, and that's the issue of career choice. Some people want to be doctors, some people want to be lawyers, some people want to be engineers, and some other people want to be photographers, videographers, makeup artists, and we all know that there's dignity in labor. However, some people face pressure in their career choice. You hear, no, this is not good enough. I mean, don't you want to be a doctor? Don't you want to be a lawyer? Today we'll be talking about how to deal with pressure in your career choice. And I brought someone who has gone through it and will be sharing this experience with us. So stay tuned. Welcome back. Today on this show, I have Tisan John with me.
Yeah.
He's a videographer and a photographer, and he is the owner and the manager of Ace Media. Welcome, Tisan.
Thank you very much.
So, moving right into it, tell us, why did you go into videography and photography?
Okay, actually, I started photography out of a love for photography itself, because then I was in 200 level, 300 level. There was this guy, he was a photographer. His name is Tobinito. So I don't know, his pictures were just breathtaking. Like the moment you see them, you just fall in love with them. So I think everything just started with his pictures. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, how did you start your career? You've told us why you started. You fell in love with it because someone else was doing it and you liked his work.
Yeah.
So when you decided that I want to do this, I want to be like this person, I'm sure you didn't even know that he was your...
Okay, no, I think some years back, I think it was on Instagram, I was like, shout out to Tobinito, he's the reason I started this.
So nice.
I think he even reposted it on his...
Oh, that's
story.
nice.
Yeah,
That's
so,
really nice. So when you decided you want to start, how did you start this career?
I actually started while I was in university, I think 300 level. And then I started without a camera. I had to like start renting. Anytime I have jobs, I rent. Then from there, I started building, having my own camera and all those sorts.
So you didn't even have a camera when you started,
No,
and the
not
passion
at all.
was really strong.
Oh, wow. Cameras are really expensive. Like they were expensive and are still expensive now. So I think starting it will be difficult for you to like get a camera
Your own.
from the start. Yes. So I think you need to rent at some point before you now start building your own gadgets and stuff.
So did you undergo any kind of training for it?
That's the funny thing, because me, I'm the type of person that I always like to do my own research by myself. So most of my this thing is mostly YouTube. Yes.
Yeah.
In all my investment, I think after my camera gear, subscription, YouTube, and I started from YouTube, and I don't think I've really gone for like a professional
Class?
photography course. So
Are you
I don't
serious?
think so, yeah.
Wow.
Most is YouTube.
I think I'll just say it's in you.
No. It's not in me, because you have to. Photography is not something you just start and learn. You have to put in just as like every career and you have to put in the work.
Yeah, I know you have to put in the work, but there's a place of, I don't know, should I say inborn talents, when you just, or maybe passion.
Yeah.
Maybe let's put it down to passion, because I don't, or maybe it's the fact that I'm not into photography, videography. And when I see the work that you do, it's like, this is really nice. And then hearing that you've not gone for any professional training, it's like, it's sad.
I feel, I think most of it is like passion, because I always have this drive to like, I want my stuff to like be one of the best.
Keep up with the trends.
Yeah, not really trend, I just want to be the best. Yes.
But keeping up with the trends is not part of it.
Something
because I'm sure that there are new things coming out in your field every day. So
I don't see myself as the person that keeps to trend, honestly. I just
your own is just, I want to be
Yes.
Give the best, give the
yes,
best, give the
exactly,
best,
give my best.
which is good enough. It still
Yes.
brings excellence, anyways. So now we're getting into the crux of the matter.
Okay.
Did you experience obstacle from family who did not see your career path as important, and how did you deal with it?
I will say yes, because my number one, my mom, because she will always be like, even till today, she'll be like, check your WhatsApp. I just sent you one NNPC recruitment. You should go and apply. I was like, I'll always be like, but I already have what I'm doing.
Wait,
She'll be
what did
like,
you study?
computer science.
Wow, wow, wow. No. I think the pressure is going
science.
to be over the roof.
Yeah, so
Because you can do so much. Like, a lot of people are going into tech, and it's like one very lucrative field. You get international jobs. So you mean after studying computer science to sound
I
you can do
honestly-
so much? You decided to do videography and photography.
The thing is, I don't know how to put it.
I can imagine your mother talking to sound you've killed me.
No, okay, no, the thing is, my mom is like, she's the understanding type, but then she has her moments. Let me just put it that way. She has her moments. I think now she's gradually like coming to terms,
accept it.
yes, that this is what I want to do, and I for now I think she's gradually being okay with it.
So before she got to this point of having, let's call it, partial acceptance at this stage, how did you deal with it at the beginning stages when you just started? I'm pretty sure maybe that time, when you started borrowing gadgets, maybe your family will be like, it's a face, he'll get out of it, he'll grow out of it.
Let me just give you, I think there was a job that it was a bridal shower. I think the job was like, was it 5K or 10K, or how much was it? Do you know, I used like the entire money to like rent gadgets. I now had to borrow money from my mom for transport to go for the job. So everything is just a phase. So everything is just a phase that you have to go through.
For how long have you been into this path now?
I think this is over, let me see, 2016, 17. That's when I started.
So let's say 5-6 years.
Yes,
5-6 years. Wow.
The thing is, it was a process. I started with graphics first, then I now went to photography, then video, then photo and video and graphics and everything combined.
So I still want to know, during the period when you just started and they were, it's a phase, to sound will grow out of it. I'm sure the story you said about using all the money to rent gadget and then collecting money for TP. Maybe your mom was just like, let me just help him, let me just. So when it was quite clear that this guy, we spent money on his education, now he's into photography, videography, how did you cope with
the idea of me studying computer science? Nigeria, there's no job to begin with, so
sad but true.
So I honestly can't give like a direct response or how to, but let me just say photography was just like a calling to me. Yes, but I still have like the idea of like going into tech, because even the photography and video, I have like, my mind is like broad. So I'll still want to go into tech, agriculture and all those things.
So right now you're saying that aside videography and photography, you're into other money-making ventures. Yes. Awesome. You're quite the entrepreneur.
Yes.
Okay, but I want to say that what I see here is also consistency.
Okay.
If you've been doing this for 5, 6, 7 years, and you've been encountering that pressure, even if, they are going to be like, okay, boy, this guy is serious about this, and I think we should support him a bit.
Yes, I think that's what I said. At some point, she was like, okay, let's just go with him.
So the fact that you did not cave, the fact that you kept on doing it, I'm sure it must have been disappointing a bit, realizing that after you finished the prize, in your mind, you were big money.
No, again, like, what I believe in, like, everything is a fees. You get, so I know what we are charging now will still grow, charge more, and there are people that are charging like times 5 of what we charge now.
Still in the same field.
Yes, still in the same field. What we charge now is not what we were charging then. So everything is like a phase, yes.
And that leads us into the second question.
Okay.
How do you deal with pricing? How do you deal with pricing? Because if you don't have like a standard studio where people can come, you have your fixed price list and everything, it's like, oh God, this money they call it's too much now.
Okay. I feel with pricing, it has to do with like your niche one, your target market, and what your competitors are charging as well.
Wait, hold up. Are there different niche in photography?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
You have those that do wedding, those that do maternity, those that do family, those that do boudoir, those that do, there are a lot of events, and so.
I thought like one photographer can do.
You can, but it's just stressful and it's just professional for you to like niche
to have
down.
any.
Yes.
Oh, that's quite interesting.
Yes.
I just learned something. Really?
Yes, it's professional for you and listen to like niche down to have what you focus on.
So what's your niche?
Wedding.
Okay. When I'm getting married.
You better call us. You have to call us.
Is that right?
Us, yes.
So, in your niche wedding, how do you deal with pricing?
Like I said, you have to like take almost like an average of what your competitors are like charging. You get, and most importantly, you have to do your profit and loss. Don't go and charge what you
Below
like having less profit. You have to take your profit into consideration as well.
Look at your expenses if you are renting, your
if you are
logistics.
Logistics, everything. You are running a business, you're not running a charity. So you have to, as much as some go for passion, you can go as long with passion, but you have to make profit.
Yes. Reminds me of one guest I brought on the show, and she's also a business owner, a small business owner, and she said, passion is nice, but passion is not enough. Knowledge is
not enough. You with passion alone, you burn out at some point.
Very true. Very true.
And you can't expand with passion. You won't pay people that work with you with passion.
Very true. Very true.
Okay.
So the last question here is for anyone who is passionate about videography and photography, how can they start in this career path? Bearing in mind that now it's 2021, not 2016 or 2017.
Okay, like now,
yes,
with technology and whatnot, there are courses online where I feel it's better you even go with courses, unlike me that was just random. Today I'll touch retouching, tomorrow I'll touch lighting. It's better you just get like a course that has everything that will like walk you through from your early stages. In short, there are some that they'll just touch retouching alone. Some will touch lighting alone. Some will touch business alone. Then there are some that have like everything. So it's best you just go for everything so you have like knowledge on every aspect of the photography, both the technical side and the business side of it as well.
Okay, I know I said that was last question, but
Okay.
Another last question. Hopefully this will be the last.
Okay.
Do you have support systems that has made it easy for you to stay consistent through these years?
Support system.
This are not like the typical guide. I'll tell you what do you mean by
okay, like me basically, I feel my whole driving force is like the belief in myself that you've gone far, you can't stop now, and that constant this thing to be the best in what I do. So that's what I always like strive at.
Thank you so much, Tisan. If I didn't learn anything from this, I learned that consistency pays, and there are different niches in photography.
Yes.
So thank you so much for being with us. I hope you learned something new. I did learn something new, and very importantly, I hope that his story has inspired you to understand that you can deal with pressure in your career choice, and despite the pressure you are facing, just stay on that path. If you are convinced that this is what you ought to be doing with your life, then just stay on that path.
Believe in yourself.
Believe in yourself. That's the closing word for today. So on the screen of your phone or your gadget, you'd see the social media handle of our guest speaker here. So you can go check him out. And if you have weddings, please
Yes,
He's your guy.
contact us.
Thank
Contact
you.
us.
See you in our next episode. Bye.
Thank you.